What a morning it has been. I've been trying to get ready to film this video. I've been messing around all morning with microphones, with cables, with sound checks. It's just been a complete nightmare, and it's now like 1:30 and I need to hurry up and get this video filmed. First of all, hello, I'm here, it's Friday. I thought I'd do a quick get ready with me, and it will be a quick one. I was contemplating whether to do it just because all week I've had a sty in this eye. It's only just, I would say, 95% healed, so I'll be putting very little makeup on my eyes. I'll probably concentrate on the base more and just have a little catch up with you guys and see what's been happening in the last week since I saw you. I don't know if I'll have much to talk about, but I am writing down ideas throughout the week. As I'm talking to you, I'll just briefly tell you what I'm using on my face. So the foundations I'm going to be using today is my Dior Face and Body. It's a little bit dark, so I'm going to lighten it up with my Elizabeth Arden Caring foundation. I still really love this foundation for a day choice. I love it because it's such a neutral colour. The shade is amazing. It really does suit me for during the winter, but because I did put some self-tan on the other day, which you can't even tell on camera, I like to darken it up just a little bit with my Dior. And this is probably what I would use for my day-to-day basis. And because they're both lightweight foundations, using a sponge, it will end up being more of a light to medium coverage for myself today. I got my new camera last week, and I've spent days and hours trying to figure out how the camera works, the settings I should be using. I'm still using auto for video, and I probably will always use auto for video. Once I get the lighting set up how I want it, this is just like regular daylight with a ring light. It's not got I haven't got any soft boxes. In the meantime, this is the best you're going to get as far as quality is concerned. But once I do get the lighting set up how I want it, it should really improve on how I'm coming across on camera, because I think in the studio this camera is going to be amazing. And I'm using a mic, and I want to make sure the mic's turned on, because that I was recording a video with the mic plugged into the camera, talking, and forgot to turn the mic on. It's on, it's on. And then, like, before I knew, because I knew I was doing a video today, I wanted to get like a microphone stand with an arm boom so the mic's sitting above my head to be all professional. Didn't have the right adapter, so I'm just using the shotgun mic on top of the camera, and I'm hoping it's going to make my audio sound better. Please God. Absolutely useless when it comes to technology. My skin has been especially dry during the winter, and it's absolutely freezing at the moment where we are. We're in the minuses. I'm going in with my NARS translucent light reflecting powder. This is just a travel size one, which I'm trying to get through before I go into a big one. I've got this NARS one, the light reflecting one, is really good for a nice light veil of powder on your face without making it look powdery. I love it, it's really good. I'm just going to bring some bronzer down my neck just to darken it up a little bit, because I can see that this top is kind of low. So as I mentioned in my previous video, my daughter has moved out, and she moved out in July with her boyfriend. They've been together 2 years now, and she is 21 years old. So if you watch me from the beginning, she's appeared on my previous videos from when she was like 15, 16 I think she was. So very, very young. So now she's 21, moved out on her own, and I knew that she was going to do it. It's, you know, because she's very independent like that. Once she moved out, things started to creep in my mind, and I was thinking the empty nest syndrome thing is actually a real thing. I didn't, you know, I've heard about it, and now I'm actually experiencing it, because my son, who's 19, is also talking about moving out with his girlfriend by at some point this year, whether he will or not. The empty nest syndrome is definitely a real thing. One thing I've noticed is that as you get older, it's not a negative thing, it's a positive thing. You start to really question yourself in life, like your purpose and all that stuff. And I guess, again, that's all part of the menopause. That's what it does to you. I'm sure even without the menopause, people will have questions about it, you know, especially if they find themselves at a crossroads thinking, what are they doing? I need to start my eyes. I'm going to go in with the Colourpop number 1111 palette, and just go in and start with this light, don't know what colour it is, like a light brown, I guess. I'm just going to put this all over, keeping it really light on the eyes today, not going to go too crazy, just because, you know, I don't want anything to make this eye worse. You just start to question things, and I was just thinking, I have a whole bunch of thoughts running around my head throughout the day and throughout the night. I find it hard to have my mind switch off, but I've always been that way. It's just maybe getting a bit worse now. I have trouble getting to sleep at night time. There is times where around 7:30, 8 o'clock PM, if I haven't had a nap, I will struggle and I'll get a wave of tiredness come over me, but I fight myself. Because if I go for a nap at 7 o'clock, you can guarantee I'm going to be awake at 1 o'clock in the morning and probably all night, so I don't tend to do that. If I do have a nap during the day, it will be as early as possible, and literally like 30 to 40 minute naps. I never liked admitting that I had a nap, but I just feel like it's a really bad habit to get into. And if you're anything like me, if you tend to get into a rut of doing that, because I'm lucky enough that my husband, obviously he is the main provider for our family, you get into a rut of not doing anything, and it makes you feel worse, but then you haven't got any motivation to do anything about it. And yeah, that's what it's been like most of 2023 for me. I'm trying to change that. And if I have like last week, I had a really fulfilled week, and it makes you feel good and being productive. But my God, if I have like a really busy couple of days, you can guarantee the third day I will deliberately not do anything. I just want to be left alone, because I'm very good at being self-sufficient and entertaining myself. So you just ask yourself, what is going to make you happy, because don't rely on a man to make you happy, that's for sure. There's one thing I've taught my daughter, is not to rely on a man for anything, because they can break your heart at any moment. And also try not to get in debt. Like, keep your credit to a minimum. The only debt you want is having a house or a car. That's the most important things you need, and that's it. I'm going in with just a darker shade of taupe in the middle, and that's probably all I'm going to do for the eyes. I might put a tiny bit of shadow eyeliner on. I probably won't wear mascara today either. And Fridays is usually a day where I really glam myself up, because it's the only day of the week I do it. I think I'm going to make this video about the pursuit of happiness. That's where I am. I'm trying to find things which is going to make me feel more have a purpose, because when the children are so young, they need you. This is not new news, I know everyone goes through this, but this is the first time I'm experiencing it, so that's why I wanted to come on and share it with you, because it's new for me. I've never been this age, and my kids are growing up and leaving me. I'm just experiencing it now, real time, and I didn't think that it would affect me as much as it has been doing. You don't think about it when you're in the midst of bringing them up and stuff like that. So when they really need you, that's your purpose. And when they go, it's like, well, okay, so what's my purpose now? What is my purpose? So I'm trying to find new things, and I was considering going back to college to maybe do some photography course, but because I'm not going to consider doing it for a career, just for like a hobbyist really, because that's what I got the camera. I've got this beautiful camera. But I'm more like a hobbyist who wants to do like street photography, portraits, and if I get really good, I don't mind doing shoots for family and friends and stuff like that. I thought maybe it'd be better to get a professional photographer to give me one-to-one lessons. That might be easier than going to college. Then obviously piano. I'm going to try and find some clips of my son playing the piano. My son Jaden, who has autism, he started getting into the piano last year, and he's been playing for not a year yet, and he has become so amazing at the piano. Learning by sound. It's only just starting to learn sheet music now, but it's mainly by sound. He's like composed his own music. He learns songs very, very quickly. Guys, if you followed my channel, you knew that I was so worried about my kids' future and how they're going to be, because I've got autism running through my family. And to see Jaden excel in piano like that is just unbelievable. So impressed. I'm using the Mario palette just to go into the dark brown mixed with the black to do this liner. Please don't come for me saying I shouldn't put anything on my eye at all, because I'm not going to go around with one eye done and the other eye not. But I'm keeping it to really minimum. Because I have so many brushes, I made sure the ones I was using when I was doing my makeup and the sty appeared the next day, I just immediately washed them, so everything should be clean. So I myself have a really big interest in piano. I always have done since I was a little girl, but never pursued it. I've said quite a lot over the years I would love to learn piano, but so many pieces of music I want to learn that I've made a dedicated playlist in my YouTube of the songs that I eventually want to learn on the piano. Just again, never got round to doing it, but that's something I've always been interested in. YouTube, obviously being creative in that way. I'm one of these people who is a little bit, people would sometimes see it as a pessimist, but I see it as I'm a realist. I know that I can't do stuff, but with that kind of attitude, nobody will get nothing done. And these people who go out there and just get what they want and don't stop believing and just don't give up until they get it, that's never been me. So I've been my own worst enemy. I've been happy to stay in my comfort zone, plodding along, and then look what happens. You start to think, you don't feel fulfilled. And I've always thought I'd be fulfilled with my husband and my family, But that's been my life. I hope to God this mic sounds okay. If you can hear a lot of background noise, then I might have to figure out the settings to mess with the audio on the internal camera to bring down any kind of hissing. Definitely not used to doing my makeup on the monitor and having the mirror here and trying to do my makeup without having the mirror directly in front of me. I also want to learn how to use Premiere Pro, because I think that's a better system than iMovie. I'm not going to use any concealer today, so yeah, I'm definitely being lazy today. I'm running out of the Charlotte Tilbury wand. It's one of the best contour products to use, because of the way the ease of it blending into your skin is probably the best one I've come across. I've tried others, like the cream contours from drugstore brands, and they've been too dry, hard to work in. This one's a really good cream contour, and that's the NARS in Laguna, and I do tend to use that a lot as well. I'm not sure how much the quality of the video is going to be good, because I'm supposed to be recording in 4K. Well, I can't tell the difference so far. So for blusher, I'm going to use this little Doll Beauty Glow Getters. It does have a shimmer to it, and I'm not a big fan of shimmer blushes, but I wanted one at least in my collection, just because sometimes it's nice to have a little glow instead of a matte blusher. Sometimes I feel like people judge me for being so into doing beauty, wanting to look good and things like that. If I make any kind of complaints about myself with my weight or anything really, I just be hearing, they'll just shut you down and say, oh, you know, it's because you're getting older, it's because you're getting older. It's like, yeah, I know I'm getting older. I know that age, you know, is a factor when it comes to stuff, but it doesn't mean I have to stop. I will continue to do makeup and dye my roots, because my roots, look at my roots need doing. I'm one of these women who believe that you can still be very, very sexy over 40. The only problem is there's such a big gap with the fashion industry right now. That's something I've always wanted to do as well, but yeah. So for me, I don't personally want to go into the direction where I have to dress like a older person. It all depends what you're comfortable in doing. If that's the way that you feel the most comfortable, then that's fine. But for me, I still like to dress where I feel modern. There you go, modern. So when I go online and I try and shop for myself, all I see are crop tops, really skimpy see-through stuff, and I'm not trying to wear anything like that. But I wish they would fill in the middle where you can still be a more mature woman who wants to wear certain things and still be classed as sexy, sophisticated, elegant. And there is some places where you can find something now and again, but it's either too conservative for what I'm looking for or too aimed at the younger audience. So I find it really hard to shop for our age, and it's really frustrating. So for highlighter, I'm just going to go in with my old Becca highlighter. This is how much I haven't used makeup, because I bought too much in the beginning, and it's still a really good highlighter. Last night we went to a Disney trivia quiz with the family, me and the kids. That was nice, me and the 4 kids. I love it when we all get together. That's another thing too. When we all get together, it just feels like it's lovely just having them all in the same room. Even though they do be arguing a lot, it's still nice to hear it, you know. Can't put any mascara on, so I guess it's just going to be lip liner. So as time has gone on, I've learned to be a little bit more light-handed when applying lip liner, because I don't like a really harsh line around my lips when wearing lipstick, but I do like it to show a little bit, so I try and go in a little bit lighter with it these days. And then for lipstick, I will use this cute one from, I think it's Revolution, to be honest. It's in the shade Stripped. It's like a muted mauve pink, real nice. It's a matte finish. This makeup I've done today is what I would normally wear during the week, and it would take me less than a quarter of the time it's taken me to do the video. Just had to run downstairs because my shopping arrived, and this is going to probably prompt me to close out the video soon. I'm going to finish my hair off camera and come back to you and close out, and hopefully I haven't bored you too much doing this. So I've literally just finished blow drying my hair. I'm going to put some of this smoothing cream on the ends because I'm trying to let my hair grow a little bit more healthy these days. I did give it a good trim myself. But yeah, it's a little bit plain for a Friday. Oh well. Going back to the pursuit of happiness thing, I don't want to make it sound like I'm on a constant diet, because I'm not. I do have ups and downs, and yeah, this is not a pity party channel. This will probably be the last video for a while where I talk about me going through the menopause and the changes and stuff. My HRT tablets, they are leveling me out the best I can. If I need, I'm hoping I don't need to go down and try and change things, because it affects other things as well, such as I suffer very badly from IBS. I have for years, but I didn't get it diagnosed till probably 6-7 years ago now, and that is a whole nother battle in itself. So happy to be back on YouTube. Hope this video wasn't too long. Anything you want me to talk about, that would be really helpful. And hopefully next time I'll do a little bit more makeup, because I'm not feeling this Friday boring look. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back next Friday. I'm not used to doing YouTube yet, so I really do appreciate you sticking with me while I'm trying to get through it, and I'll be back next Friday with another video.